Hi everybody, Matt Jefferson here from Furness College. I'm the physical activity sports coordinator. So I'm just going to take you through a little bit of a couch to 5K. And what it is, I've gone on the NHS website. There's a really good one on there that we can have a look through. And it's basically building up if you're a first time runner or if you've done running before, then you can use this as a tool just to help you either get back into it or start from scratch. So it goes through all the different bits and pieces when you're actually looking at running, on how to keep yourself safe and how to build it up from 0 to 5K. And it's over a 9-week period. And what it's going to do is just going to take you for 3 runs a week, and you're going to try and spread them runs out throughout the week. So it's important that you have a rest day in between each one. Okay, so I'll take you through. I'll just show you my screen and you can have a look at it for now. So let's have a look. So here it is. It's just on the NHS website. If you type in couch to 5K, then it'll come up with this information for you. And it's got it up the top here. You can just see couch to 5K week by week. And basically it just takes you through a full 9-week program. All right, so whilst you're doing this program, you can actually repeat a day. If you're finding it difficult, you can repeat days throughout the week. So if you don't feel like you're ready to progress on to the next week, then you can continue that week. You can do the same runs for an extra week. You can spread it over 10, 12, 14, whatever one suits you best. All right, everybody's different and everyone picks up niggling injuries and stuff because running is a high impact sport. Okay, so it's important that you look after your joints, you look after your muscles, and you give yourself that good rest time in between each one. So as you can see, week 1, it starts off very basic, very simple. You're going to do 3 runs throughout the week. So like I say, it's up to you whether you spread that across the week. I'd suggest putting in a rest day in between each run just to allow your body to adjust and repair. Okay, so for example, if you were going to do a run on a Monday, you might do the next one on a Wednesday, and then you might do the next one at the weekend, one of the days on the weekend. Just make sure you've got that gap in between, all right? So 3 runs, and you're going to start off each one of your runs with a brisk 5-minute walk. So this just isn't just a little stroll. It's going to be a quite intense, fast walk if you can. So what you're going to do, you're going to start off with a brisk 5-minute walk, and then you're going to get straight into your running activities. So the first week, for every one of your runs on the first week, you're going to do alternate 1-minute running and 1.5-minute walking. All right, so this will build you up nice and easy. The running is at your own pace, all right? You're not going for a sprint. You're just going to get yourself into it nice and easy, and you're going to find out what your limits are, really. So you're going to do this for 20 minutes. So 1-minute run, 1.5-minute walk, and then you're going to do it for a total of 20 minutes. When the total of 20 minutes is up, you're going to stop there, all right? If you feel like you can do more, I'd suggest that you stop where it tells you to. Okay, so if you're building this up week by week, you want to stick to the program and you want to try and make sure that you don't push yourself too hard, because that's when you do pick up injuries and it might set you back for the other days that you're going to do throughout the week. Okay, so that's week 1. You're going to repeat that 3 times in the week. All right, so once you've done that, you move on to week 2. So for week 2, again, you're going to do 3 runs, and you're going to start off with a brisk 5-minute walk again. So this one's a little bit more intense. You've got 1.5 minutes of running and 2 minutes of walking. Okay, so it gives you more rest time, more walking time, but you're going to complete a total of 20 minutes for this one. So when you're ready to move on to week number 3, you've got 3 runs again, but this one you're going to go for 2 repetitions. So you're going to do 1.5 minutes of running, 1.5 minutes of walking. You're going to do 2 of them, and then you're going to do 3 minutes of running and 3 minutes of walking. All right, so you're building it up and you're extending that running time and that walking time. So moving on to week 4, you're going to go into a little bit of a different strategy for this one, because this one you're going to do 3 minutes of running, 1.5 minutes of walking, 5 minutes of running, 2.5 minutes of walking, 3 minutes of running, 1.5 minutes of walking, and then finish off with 5 minutes of running. So again, you might want to, I don't know, it might be easier to carry maybe a piece of paper or something, because you might forget how long you're going to be running for, how long you're going to be walking for. So if you've got it wrote down, or if you've got a fitness tracker or something like that, it might help you do this or help you with your planning for it. All right, so you're going to do that 3 times in that week. And then if you feel like you can move on to week 5, then do so. But if you don't, repeat that week 4 again. All right, so if you don't feel like you're ready to move on to longer running periods, then I would repeat that. So week 5, you're going to do 3 different runs. So you've got 3 runs again, but they're going to be different each run that you do on this one. So the first run, you're going to do a brisk 5-minute walk at the start, followed by 5 minutes of running, 3 minutes of walking, 5 minutes of running, 3 minutes of walking, 5 minutes of running. Okay, so it's extending the running time to 5 minutes, and your walking time, so which is your recovery time, is going to be 3 minutes. So that's the first run. Run 2 is a brisk 5-minute walk, 8 minutes of running, 5 minutes of walking, 8 minutes of running. All right, so on this one, you've only got 1 walking period at the start. And run number 3 is going to go into 5 minutes of walk and then 20 minutes of running. So there's no walking in this one. This is just going to build it up and hopefully extend your running time, and you'll feel the difference on this one. All right, so this one it says no walking, but it might be good to put a little bit of a walk in at the end just to cool your muscles down. You don't want to go from running just to dead stopping. You want to make sure your muscles are recovering and stretching off and cooling down before you just go and slump back on the couch or whatever it is you do after you run. Okay, so moving on to week 6. Again, it's 3 different separate runs on this one. You've got a brisk 5-minute walk, 5 minutes of running, 3 minutes of walking, 8 minutes of running, 3 minutes of walking, 5 minutes of running. Okay, so the idea on this is the start of the week, you're swapping it up between your running and your walking times. And then run number 2, you're going to reduce that walking time again. So this one, you're going to do 10 minutes of running, 3 minutes of walking, 10 minutes of running. So you're 20 minutes running in total. And then the week number 3, you're going to go for no walking time, only the brisk walk at the start. And then you're going to go for 25 minutes with no walking. So again, your pace that you're running at is totally down to yourself and how your body feels. So if you feel like you can push yourself a little bit further, you might start off with a nice brisk run, and then once you get towards the end of your running time, you might want to pick it up a little bit. If you feel like you've got more energy in the bank, then do. But it's important that you try and keep the same running pattern throughout. So if you can, just try and keep a nice steady pace for the whole 25 minutes instead of having to slow and then speed up and then slow and then speed up. Because the faster you go at the start, the more tired you're going to be at the end. All right, so you need to try and find the pace that suits you and stick with that. Okay, and then week number 7, this one, you've got 3 runs in total again. You're going to do a brisk 5-minute walk, and then you're going to just do 25 minutes of running. Okay, so by now you shouldn't have to keep stopping and starting all the time. You're 7 weeks into the program, and you don't need to be putting your walks in there, all right? So if you found your pace and you can stick to that steady pace, then do so. Okay, so that's week number 7. Moving on to week number 8. You've got 3 runs again, and you're going to do a 5-minute walk at the start, and then you're going to increase it to 28 minutes of running. So you're gradually increasing. You've got 25 minutes the week before. This one, you're going to move to 28. And it just means that by week 9, you're going to be running for a total of 30 minutes, all right? So this one, 3 runs, 30 minutes running. don't forget that you've got to do your brisk 5-minute walk at the start, okay? So for these running ones, it's very important that you do some stretching beforehand and do some stretching afterwards as well, because your muscles are going to be taking a good pounding when you're on the pavements or grass or wherever it is outside that you're going to be running on. It's going to be high impact on your joints, okay? So it is important that you do make sure you stretch off. And yeah, so hopefully by week 9, you'll be running 30 minutes, which you want to be aiming for a 5K in 30 minutes, okay? So if you can do that, then you're well on your way. And then from there, it's important that you carry it on. You can continue your program as you want from there on, all right? So it's up to yourself how you're going to plan after that 5K. You might want to keep increasing it. You might want to stick at 5K. 5K might be a good limit for you, but yeah, that's how it goes. So just a few things to remember. Just make sure you're always warming up, you're always cooling down at the end. Plenty of water, drinking plenty of water when you're doing these runs, because it'll dehydrate you and it'll help with your recovery, okay? So I hope it's helpful, and if you need any more information, then you can contact me anytime at the college. I'm available to help out with anything. So I hope it's good, and good luck. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.